Strategic dimensions of quality. So first, let us define what is quality. So quality is multidimensional. Product and service quality are comprised of a number of dimensions, which determine how customer requirements are achieved. Therefore, it is essential that companies consider the entire dimension that may be important to their customers. Evaluating all dimensions of a product or service helps to determine how well the service is given against meeting the customer requirements. And so now, let us discuss what are the dimensions of product quality.
Dimensions of product quality. This concept was defined by David A. Garvin, a business administration at Harvard Business School. Garvin states the 8 dimensions of product quality management. These 8 dimensions are composed of performance, features, reliability, conformance, durability, serviceability, aesthetics, and perceived quality. Those dimensions can be effectively used at a strategic level to analyze quality characteristics. Let's tackle the 8 dimensions of product quality management. The first one is performance. Performance refers to a product's primary operating characteristics. This dimension of quality involves measurable attributes. Brands can usually be ranked objectively on individual aspects of performance. It is also regularly a basis of disagreement between customers and suppliers, predominantly when deliverables are not sufficiently described within specification. The second one is features. Features are additional characteristics that enhance the appeal of the product or service to the user, like its size, shape, materials, and its functionalities, and even capabilities. It's also known as bells and whistles that are often a secondary aspect of performance of the said product or services to make one more saleable or make it stand out among others.
Reliability is the likelihood that a product will not fail inside a particular time period. This is the key elements for users who need a product to work with no failures. In these dimensions reflect the likelihood of a product malfunctioning or failing within a specified time period. Reliability may be directly connected to performance. Reliability deficiency will eventually lead to impaired or lost performance, compromised safety, and the needs for restorative actions like diagnosis, repair, spare, replenishment, and the maintenance. The high reliability products will operate longer, allowing resources to be focused on improving performance. Among the most common measures of reliability are the mean time between the failures and the failures rate per unit time. In these measures necessitate a product to be in use for a specified period. The mean time between failures or MTBF is literally the average time elapsed from one failures to the next. MTBF also is beneficial in creating a preventive maintenance policies. MTBF or mean time between failures is equals to total uptime divided by the numbers of breakdown. Reliability also is the ability to perform a promised service dependably and accurately to customers on specific service. It is all about what is promised about delivery, service provisions, problem resolutions, and pricing, and what is delivered.
So the next dimension of product quality is the conformance. It follows the question: is the product made exactly as the designer intended? So conformance depicts to what extent a product's design and operating characteristics met established standards. This dimension owes the most to the traditional approaches to quality pioneered by experts like Joran. So Joran was one of the first to point out the cause of poor quality. All products and services involve specifications of some sort. When products are developed, these specifications are set and a target is set. For instance, the materials used or the dimension of the product. Not only the target but also the tolerance is defined. One problem of this approach is that there is a little interest in whether the specifications have been met exactly as long as the tolerance limits are met. So in service businesses, measures of conformance normally focus on accuracy and timeliness, and include counts of processing errors, unanticipated delays, and other frequent mistakes.
Durability. So it is a measure of how much use a person gets from a product before it breaks down to such a point and replacement makes more sense than continual repair. So durability measures the length of a product life. It has both economic and technical dimensions. Technically, durability can be defined as the amount of use one gets from a product before it deteriorates. The durability has two important implications. First, it suggests that durability and reliability are closely linked. Product that fails more often is likely to be trashed than the one that is less likely to fail, which is more reliable. Due to the link between reliability and durability, companies sometimes also offer a lifetime guarantee on their products. And second, it implies that durability figures should be interpreted with care. Durability testing. So under the durability testing, we have vibration testing. In vibration testing, the vibration environment to which a product will be exposed to in real use is reproduced. Products are tested in this environment to judge their durability or check for improvements. So vibration testing is essential during product development. So vibration testing have two types. First is the vibration experiment and vibration stress screening. Vibration experiment, vibration testing that is used to test a sample or representation model of volume. Production. It is used to improve the product design. Vibration stress screening. All production products are tested to eliminate faulty units and approve good units. It may be compulsory in certain industries. Another durability testing is the shock test. So it replicates events to determine if structures can withstand sudden applied forces. Shocks are characterized by their short duration and sudden occurrence. Typically, shock tests are a sharp transfer of energy into a mechanical system to test a system's capability to survive a drop, hit, impact, fall, explosion, or any other source of transient vibration. And the last one is the climate testing. Materials can deteriorate over time, aging prematurely due to high or low temperature extremes. A climate test makes use of an environmental test chamber which artificially replicates the conditions under which machinery, materials, devices, or components might be exposed.
Serviceability. Serviceability involves the consumer's ease of obtaining repair service like access to service centers and/or ease of self-service. Competence and ease of repair is the speed with which the product can be put into service when it breaks down, as well as the competence and the behavior of the service personnel. Consumers are concerned not simply about a product breaking down, but also about the time before service is brought back. For example, important attributes for serviceability dimension in a car include service warranty, parts availability, number of reasonable distance to dealer service centers, and many more.
The last two dimensions of quality are the most subjective. These are aesthetics and perceived quality. Aesthetics is the subjective dimension of quality, indicating the kind of response a user has to a product. It is how a product looks, feels, sounds, tastes, or smells is a matter of personal judgment and an indication of individual preferences. It also refers to the outside feel of the product. For example, someone likes a small and a quiet car, and another one wants a big car with a loud engine. Since not all people prefer the same flavor or color, companies therefore need to search for a niche. So on this dimension of quality, it is impossible to please everyone. The last one is a perceived quality. A perceived quality is a quality attributed to a product or service based on indirect measures. Consumers do not always have complete information about a product's or services' attributes. Indirect measures may be their only basis for comparing brands. In such a situation, images, advertising, and brand names have implications on quality rather than the reality itself. Reputation is the main basis for perceived quality that affects people's perception of a product deeply. For example, if Sony makes great televisions and Walkmans, it makes good smartphones also. If Honda makes great cars, its bikes are also good. It is a kind of unstated analogy where customers compare a new line of products by a company with its existing line of products.
Let's talk about dimension of service quality. Service is normally described as an experience felt by the customer or consumer. Service are frequently intangible in nature. For example, in a restaurant, the way the customer is treated is considered as service. The quality of service is evaluated by how well the customers are contented with the service. And to make the customers purchase the service continually, dimension of service quality should be fulfilled. The first dimension of service quality is tangible. This dimension is associated to the environment in which the service is rendered to the customers. It consists of the appearance of the physical characteristics of facilities, equipments, consumable goods, and personal use incorrelated for the service rendered. So this dimension talks about the physical appearance or the ambience of the place, as well as the physical appearance of the goods and the personnel who provides the service or the goods. The second dimension is reliability. This is the ability to perform the promised service dependably and accurately to the customers on specific service. This is about what they or the company have promised to the customers that must be true and fulfilled. This dimension is important also because customers tend to purchase a service when their expectations are met. The third dimension is responsiveness. It is the willingness to help the customers and provide prompt service. It emphasizes attentiveness and promptness in dealing with customers' requests, questions, complaints, and problems. The way to show responsiveness is the willingness to help the customers promptly in case of special and unforeseen requirements. The fourth dimension of service quality is assurance. Assurance is defined as employees' knowledge of courtesy and the ability of the firm and its employees to inspire trust and confidence. The assurance is about giving the customer peace of mind that everything will be taken care of as necessary, rather than just actually taking care when the need happens. For example, a doctor with a master's degree gives more assurance than the doctor with just an MD degree, regardless when their treatment provided are the same quality. The last dimension of service quality is empathy. This refers to the caring attitude that an organization provides towards the customers. This dimension increases the trust, confidence, and at the same time, the loyalty of the customers. In short, customers likes it when they feel that the company or the entity gives empathy to them or care for them.